Starting my Wednesday with Cheerios, YouTube, and laundry. Yay. I swear I have the goofiest dog. It's pretty hot out today, and he just likes to wander around on the blacktop. And watch, he'll probably just lay himself down out there shortly. Hey, what are you doing? Are you ready to go inside yet? You're so cute. Hey, haven't accomplished a whole lot except I'm in the middle of folding my laundry. I sat outside with the puppy for a little bit. He wanted to spend some time in the sunshine, so I was on my iPad and we just sat out in the sun for about 45 minutes. It felt so good to sit in the warm sun. So yeah, now I'm hungry again. So, lunch. Romaine lettuce, a whole tomato, because I'm a pig like that with tomatoes, and some fresh mozzarella balls that I've cut in half. So there's my lunch. Hey, I'm back, and I'm getting ready to start my chicken for dinner. So tonight we're just having some baked chicken thighs and some corn on the cob. And then I'm going to give Mike some leftover rice and broccoli that I had left from Monday night's dinner when we had fish. So that's his starch. I don't need a starch. Technically corn I think is a starch though. But anyway, I'm good with just the chicken and the corn. Then I'll probably cut up another tomato. This will be my second tomato today. I told you I have a weakness for tomatoes when they get good this time of year. So anyway, I'll show you how I'm going to prepare my chicken. So in this bowl I have some Italian, no I don't, I have some regular seasoned breadcrumbs, some Italian seasoning, some cornmeal, and some Parmesan cheese. And I'm just going to mix that together. And this is just a bowl of ranch dressing. And I need to change places here. Alright, that's better because my pan is here. So I'm just going to mix this together. And this will be my topping. The cornmeal helps for it to get extra crispy when baking it in the oven. So if you're used to putting breadcrumbs or cracker crumbs on your chicken, but you just don't think it's crispy enough, try adding that, just maybe like 2 tablespoons of cornmeal that I had in there for 4 big chicken thighs. And that does make a difference in the crispiness. Alright, I think that's good. So what we're going to do is, I'm going to try to do this with one hand. If it doesn't work, I'm going to have to put you down. So I'm just going to take a chicken thigh, and I'm going to roll it in the ranch dressing. Hopefully I have enough ranch because I emptied my bottle. Right there it is. And then we're going to press it into this mixture. And onto the baking pan. All right, 2 down, 2 to go. I'll get back to you when I get the other 2 finished. Okay, here's 4 chicken thighs. I'm going to put those in the oven, 375 degrees, for a good 45 minutes to an hour. This one here is like really, really big, so I may have to let these in for a whole hour. So that'll be it until I start my corn water. I think I'll go vacuum in the meantime. Yuck. Well, to me, this is the perfect dinner. Tomatoes and corn. Hey, little boy, you made a mess. Yeah, you made a mess. Hey everyone, so it's almost bedtime. I really didn't vlog a whole lot today just because there wasn't a whole lot to vlog. But I thought I would end this video by just a little more background on me and and my purpose for this channel. If you've watched the videos that I started doing back in December, I explained that I was on kind of a journey, being past the age of 45 but not quite at 50, and leaving my job and just learning to live on one income and downsizing. And my husband and I at that point didn't have a real clear direction on where we were going and what our plans were for the future, which kind of sucks when you're our age and you feel like that you have no direction. You have nothing you're working toward. You're just living day to day. So, something that I really haven't put out there was some of the things that my husband and I struggle with as a couple. And one of those things you'll have noticed in different videos that we drink. We don't drink daily. Like last Friday night, we went to a winery, and I keep beer in the house for Mike, but he may have 2 after work one night and then not drink any for 3 days. So again, we're not regular drinkers. We're just kind of casual drinkers. My father is an alcoholic, but again, if you've watched other videos of mine, you know that I don't have a real good relationship with my father. He's my father kind of on paper, and that's it. He's never been a dad. My parents divorced when I was 4. He never raised me. So, yeah, he's an alcoholic. Our friends are drinkers, kind of like we are, casually, but not daily basis. But anyway, Mike and I never drank. We never drank until right around the time he was turning 30 and I was in my mid-20s. That was the first we ever really started drinking. And of course, back then, we weren't seasoned drinkers, so we got drunk pretty quick. Never did anything stupid. We've never had a DUI. We've always made sure we've had designated drivers. I shouldn't say always. There's been some times where I'm being honest, we probably shouldn't have driven, at least. I've never, okay, how do I say this? I can drink a lot. I don't know why I can tolerate alcohol so well. I do have American Indian in me. Again, my father's an alcoholic, and I have a condition called insulin resistance, meaning my body is producing 3 times the amount of insulin as a normal person. So is it that my body's processing the alcohol as quick as I take it in? But after the first couple times of drinking back in my 20s, the age I'm at now, and it's been this way for 10 years, I can drink and drink and drink and drink, and it's like it doesn't have an effect on me. And it really angers my husband because he's a big, strapping guy, and he's drunk after two beers or 2 glasses of wine. So anyway, to make a long story short, over the years, he's gotten out of control, like really out of control, where when he drinks, he has no recollection the next day of stuff that he's done. And I've put up with it. There was only one time where I was on the verge of leaving because he got out of control at a party I was having for my coworkers that I work with. I was having an end-of-year get-together at my house, and he got drunk and did stuff he shouldn't have. And he was out of control, and at that point I was ready to leave. So then he said that's it, he's never drinking again, because he doesn't want to lose our marriage. And slowly he's been starting to drink again, and like I said, this was 6 years ago probably at this point. So now the problems are starting up again, where Friday night he didn't have all that much, but again, it just doesn't take him much, and he was doing things that he had no recollection of the next day that he did. So, I said, here we are, the age we're at, and you're still acting like you're 21, and you're going to have to make the decision. So, he's going to do it again. No more drinking. Because it was, I don't know how many times I can hear him say, I'm not going to drink anymore, and I'll never do it again, I don't want to hurt you, and it keeps happening. And again, it's not regularly. It may be once a year that he does these things, and maybe I'm just being unreasonable, that I should allow him just to let loose and let go and do whatever. It's not like he's doing horrible things that he can't recall. He's not beating people up. He's not cheating on me. He's not doing horrible things. He's just doing things that are inappropriate and they're humiliating to me. And maybe I'm just being unreasonable. I don't know. But I've seen alcohol in my family break up enough marriages to realize that I don't want to be like that. So the last couple days I haven't vlogged a whole lot. It's been him and I just spending some quality time together and trying to heal some of the pain. So tomorrow I'm not going to vlog at all. I do have the day planned out to be with my godmother, who has, she's lived in Manhattan my whole life. She's retired and moved down to Lancaster County, and she wants to go visit some of the outlets, so I've agreed to drive her because, again, she lived in Manhattan her whole life. She's in her 60s and learning how to drive now because she didn't have a car in Manhattan. So I'm going to take her to some outlets tomorrow. She wants to see what's in the area now that she's relocated here and see what there is to do and where to shop. And she's very, very private. I think it comes from living in New York. You're very guarded. So my camera won't be on tomorrow. I won't even take it with me. So that's why I just wanted to end today letting you know where I'm at and some of the things that is happening on this journey that my husband and I are on. We have an awesome marriage, and our marriage is the most important thing to us. But sometimes you have those hiccups. But I know deep down he's my soulmate, and he can do this. He can do this, and I know he can. And then when he says that this is it, that he's not going to drink, I believe him. When he said it before and he's gone back to it, because I've been like, oh, you'll be fine, just drink one. Oh, you'll be fine, one or two isn't going to matter. Because I like to drink socially. Do I need to? No. If I didn't want to and I wanted to stop myself, yeah, I could, just because it's not a huge deal to me. But every once in a while, I love a nice glass of sangria. So that's where we're at. And again, I just wanted to be honest. So that's it. So I'm going to sign off now and get this video uploaded because it is all but 11 o'clock on Wednesday night. And I will be back on Friday. Bye.